Hey everybody, it's Jang here from jangbricks.com with a look at a summer 2014 LEGO City set from their latest Arctic sub-theme. This one is called Arctic Outpost and it came with 374 pieces. The box really does a good job of setting the scene where you're seeing you've got a nice crack in the ice and they're picking up big chunks of ice and getting some of those special crystals out. And when we flip this around to the back, you can start to see some of the specific functionality, but we're going to look at the real thing, not just the box. The core of the set is this polar exploration rig here, which kind of works like a tractor trailer setup, but you've got a really powerful, really high off the ground, off-road worthy tractor kind of thing in the front. And for the back, for the trailer kind of section, well, it's on skids or skis. So it's going to be able to just ski over the surface of frozen grounds. Here's a closer look at just the truck section. It has a pretty standard cab, actually, fairly standard in how it's built, but it's done in a very modular way and just gets added on. So you got to build all of this together, stick that on, build all of this box, kind of cargo box back here, stick that on. Side bits are done in a modular way. You also have this crane on the back. That's an interesting thing, a little remote hydraulic crane that you can use. It's got stickers applied on both sides, has a lot of articulation with this thing. You can bring this down. The idea with this is that you would use it to actually haul around some of these ice cubes or big blocks that you would pick up. So you can actually pick that up, bring it around, and if you want to, maybe you're out doing a little bit of exploration with the truck while the trailer is back behind, you can just drop that off right here, leave it in place like so, and then haul that back to base. So you actually have that nice little spot to place that right on there. You also have spots a couple of doors to get in. There's one on either side so you can get in and get this tool chest out. And it doesn't have many things in it, unfortunately. It just has an ice pick and a wrench in there, but you do get a larger kind of pickaxe over here that's attached to the side. And then you've got a circular saw right here. This truck only does hold on to one minifigure inside of it. You get inside of it by just taking off the roof, as is pretty standard for LEGO City stuff. There you can see the space for that. And I'll put a guy in right now just so you can see. You also have the doors that can open up on the sides. Just gives you a little bit better view, but it's not going to help you to load them in. Close this up, and there you go. That's what it looks like. Populated with your little driver. Sits right there in the center. On the back, you have a pretty universal trailer hitch kind of joint, a little ball joint receptacle there, and that can hook right up to this. It's at the perfect level, so you don't have the rear section at any kind of angle, but let's leave the truck alone and we'll just leave this section here. We can look at that more closely. This is a mobile lab and living quarters setup. Has some communication stuff on the front. You also have a little area with some doors to get a little bit of small access into just this little cove, kind of a cubby hole where you can store some stuff. Again, you can just put some tools and things, and you've got one door on either side of that. The cool thing here is that this is all going to open up. You've got this nice little handle here, opens that up. The roof is going to open up also to let you see in there much better. Now for details, we've got this nice stove or oven kind of thing going on over here, kind of a fireplace setup where it's probably going to be used as a stove on top, but that's going to be keeping this whole place warm. They're making sure that you can see that there's fire there, although it's really open on the sides. You can see this is a diagram just showing some readings that you got from crystal that you picked up, and you can pick up those crystals from inside of this ice orb. This opens up, and inside you're supposed to be able to find one of those. Now for investigating this a little bit more, you can place it here for analysis, and this is kind of a microscope kind of setup, I would say. And of course you've got to have the coffee mug. I'm not sure what this here is supposed to be. It's got a little timer or gauge on it. It kind of looks like it has a smokestack setup where it's going to be involved with some kind of heat, but I honestly don't know exactly what that is. And as of the time of this video, the official LEGO descriptions for these sets are not yet out. Lastly, you do have a little ladder for stepping up into this that comes all the way down to the ground, so that makes it very convenient for your minifigs. And when it is time to go, seal everything up, you can actually fold this out of the way so it's not going to be dragging on the ground. This little quad ATV is also included with the set, and they made it really smooth here in the front with this 1x2 by 2/3 curved slope piece with a print on it. That is not a sticker. Everything else that you've seen that looks like a print is actually a sticker, but this is printed on. It's an interesting choice to have a combination of both printed stuff and stuff with stickers. I don't know why they did that, but it makes it really smooth and kind of modern here on the front. It's a little bit weird that they do use a steering wheel though on a quad. On the back, you get this small, short little chain, which you can use to attach to something like this. You know, you go out and you find this if you're just doing a quick little exploration with this while everybody else is on some of the larger vehicles, and you can tow this home slowly, you know, effective. And here's what it looks like with a dude in it. It's nice that they actually use just 2 studs here rather than all 4. It makes it much easier to put the guy in and to take him out without risking pulling the legs off, as sometimes happens when you attach with all 4 studs. So he does fit in there pretty nicely. He's pretty far off the ground, so it kind of goes with the really heavy duty, large tire kind of theme of the whole thing. And he is ready to drag this back to base. 3 minifigs are included here, the first 2 being the same except for their heads, and then the third one is completely different and has this very nice little built-up chainsaw for cutting through some ice. Definitely check out the hoods used on these guys. They're a little bit smaller, a little tighter around the heads than most of the hoods that we've had before. And then you can see the prints on the back. I'm also going to take off the extra stuff so you can see more detail. Nothing going on for the backs of the heads, so no secondary faces on these guys, but on the front, now you can see the full facial expressions, and now you've got the different color goggles between the first 2 and also the facial hair on the first one. Overall, I like this thing a lot. I like the new minifigures, and I especially like this truck. I love how it's built. Everything is simple to put together, yet you get a lot of detail all throughout this thing. The colors are nice and bright and varied a little bit. It's not too much of just that kind of key orange that they're using for this Arctic theme. It's just really well done, and this is gonna probably prove to be one of my favorite Lego City sets of summer 2014. Really happy about this one, but I hope that you also will share your thoughts about this set in the comment section. Please leave a little bit of feedback about the set, if you like the set, if you don't like the set, if there are others that you are looking forward to a little bit more. I'm gonna go build some more stuff and bring you some more videos and more reviews, and also work on some custom builds. Always new videos on the way on a very regular basis, so don't stay away for too long. You'll miss out. Talk to you again soon.